Hello, my name is Susan Abravanel, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to your National Service Learning Conference. This session, entitled Customizing Your Conference Experience, is based on our understanding that the most successful service learning experiences are those that will meet the needs of your students, your teaching, and your particular community. And so we've designed this year's conference to provide you with the ability to customize your experience to those parameters. Over the next few minutes, I'm happy to show you how to find and select the sessions that are going to create the conference experience that meets your particular need. I hope by now you have already met Whova, our conference platform. I'm going to share that with you in a moment. If you haven't, I invite you first to log in and to watch the virtual conference tutorial video. So I'm presuming that you have done that by now and that you are able to see this screen in front of you. On the sidebar, on the left side of the page, where I'm pointing my pointer, I would like you to click on the word Agenda. That's the second item on the list, and it will open a new screen for you. So, do you have a particular content focus that you're looking for? I'd like you to go to the top of the page where it says Filter by Tracks and take a look. There's a little down arrow here. And I'd like you to click on that down arrow, and that will give you an indication of how we have organized the various conference sessions. What you will see first is the 12 tracks, the 12 different tracks that let you see the content organization. These are the black dots here, all of these black dots. So we've organized them by sessions that advocate for service learning, or by sessions that have a global connection, or by sessions that inform you more about data and research. So let's say you want a little bit more information as to what each of these 12 black dots refers to. What does it mean if a session is categorized in that particular way? To figure that out, I'd like you to go to the sidebar again and click on the word Community. Now, in the column to the right of the sidebar, look for Organizer Announcements. You see, that's the second one here that says Organizer Announcements, and click on the word Details. There we go. And click on the word Details. So if you look at this, plan your agenda with tracks and audiences, and you can get your details, and looky here, you can see what each of these particular sessions refers to. So for example, we were talking about connecting globally. These sessions will help students use service learning to become global citizens. Or we were talking about data and research. These sessions build the case for service learning, apply, and add to the field of research. Now let's go back to the agenda page again and to the filter by tracks, and let's explore the other way that these sessions are organized. And if you scroll down, you will see a number of colored dots. There's also a grayed out dot here for pre-recorded sessions. I'll talk about that in a moment. But for now, let's look at these colored dots, and each of these colored dots going down the page here references a particular session type that organizes the conference as well. These session types, these colored dots, indicate the different audiences that each session was ideally designed to target. When conference presenters were asked to consider whom they wanted their session to be done for, they would select a particular audience. However, it's important to note that all sessions are open to anyone registered for the conference. We also want you to note that all adults should click on the All Adults button and a particular audience button that they want. And all youth should click on the All Youth button and the particular audience button they want. So here's the All Adults button. You would click on that, and you would click on, let's say, college students, or you would click on the all youth button, and you would then maybe click on K to 12 students, something like that. So there's a trick to this. Do you see this little session, this little box beside the word tracks up here? In order to select your track, you first need to click on that tracks button and make sure that you have removed the check marks from all of the tracks going all the way down. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to select a particular track. So this is what it's going to look like for you when you first open it. And we want you to click on that to unselect all of the various tracks all the way down. To select a session by content, you need to select your agenda for one day at a time. So you will see behind here, you'll see this is the full agenda, but you need to see that there are two different dates. There's the agenda for Wednesday and the agenda for Thursday. So let's click on the agenda for Wednesday. You need to filter by tracks, then you need to click on the agenda for Wednesday, and then click on the agenda for Thursday. So you need to gray out each of these two boxes. And you have to choose them independently. Once you have selected which day you want to choose, then you can select filter by tracks. Be sure that the box beside the word tracks is cleared. If there's a blue check mark in it, click on the box to remove it, and it will remove the check marks all the way down. And then select the tracks which you want to explore. That will bring up sessions that are part of that track for that particular day. If you want to select the tracks by audience, follow exactly the same process once again. So here's the process. Select the day, either Wednesday sessions or Thursday sessions. Then go up to filter by tracks. Make sure that the blue box is, that this box is unclicked, and then go down and select the audience tracks that you are interested in attending. So and remember once again that you need to check both all adults, for example, and whichever one you would like to attend, or you need to check all youth and whichever session you would like to attend. So what if you're not really sure and you want to see all the sessions before you make your selections? Well, no problem. You can scroll on down through the full agenda listed by date and time. So within Whova, you can search each day separately. In order to see all of the sessions for a particular day, click on Full Agenda and the particular day. And as you can see all of these sessions listed for that particular day. If you want to move a particular session to your own agenda, go over to Add to My Agenda, and you can add it to your agenda. Add the session's added to your agenda, and as an additional bonus, you can add the session to either your Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar. You can also click on the View Session and learn a little bit more about the session and about the presenter for the particular session. At the top of this page, you will see that the agenda is in the events time zone, the time zone of NYLC, which is Central Time. And you should be able to click on this little button here and to switch it to your local time, Eastern Time, Western Time, whatever time, and it should actually switch to the time zone in which you are currently going to be watching the particular session, to be viewing that session, so that you can add it to your agenda and it will add to your calendar correctly. One other thing that I'd like to note, and that is that you'll see that all of the Wednesday sessions and Thursday sessions up to 5 p.m. are live sessions. You'll see that they're all going to be live sessions, and they're listed according to the time when they will be presented, first presented. Please note that you will not be able to view more than one live session in any particular time slot. After the conference, all plenary and workshop sessions will be uploaded to the Whova platform for post-conference viewing through October the 15th. Now, I mentioned to you that I would talk about the pre-recorded sessions. That's the sessions that have a gray dot that are here, so that they'll look like this. Any session that any of these sessions that have a gray dot can be viewed at any time. Note, however, they're all going to be listed as 5 p.m. on Thursday, April 15th. They actually are not at that time. They're actually able to be viewed at any time throughout the conference. In other words, you don't have to wait until 5 p.m. on Thursday in order to view them. So let's review these instructions once more. Let's say you have found the perfect session for you. There are two ways that you can add it to your agenda. As you're reviewing the sessions on the homepage, if you already know from reading the title of the session that this one is for you, click Add to My Agenda. Thereby, it's done and it will be in your agenda. So now you have an agenda. You've filled in all of your sessions and you want to actually see the sessions in your agenda. How do you do that? Click on the My Agenda tab to the right of Full Agenda, and you will see only those sessions that you have added to your particular agenda. And so, for example, you saw that we added this particular session to the agenda, and there it is. If you wish to view the session, you can find out more about the session again, or if you wish to remove it from the agenda, you can remove it to the agenda. You can also see that if you're looking on the view page, finding out more about the particular session, you can also add it and remove it from your agenda from this page as well. Another way you could customize your conference experience. If you are registered as a team, meet in advance and have each person select 2 preferred sessions, or have each team member select a particular track and follow sessions in that track. Or you could decide on sessions that you all will attend and plan to meet following the conference to discuss how to introduce what you learned from the sessions. Or identify some sessions that you want to attend live and some sessions that may be pre-recorded. Another thing to consider, plan to extend the conference by meeting once a month, focusing on one of the pre-recorded sessions. If you're a service learning coordinator, you could select for your team and use a different workshop to view and discuss at your regular professional learning community meetings. If you are attending the conference by yourself, why not suggest to others in one or more of the sessions that you form a community of practitioners, and that after the conference you could meet virtually to share how that session's suggestions play out in your school or group. Or identify a like participant from one of your sessions, someone whom you think has a class or group that sounds like it's similar to yours. Suggest that you introduce your respective students virtually and encourage them to present their outcomes to each other. Do you have other ideas? We would love to hear them. You can share your ideas or ask questions in the Customize Your Experience discussion group by clicking on the community link. Again, here's the community link. And at the top, enter Customize in the search box and it will come up. It has an underscore and a star to make it easier to find. I will be monitoring this area during the conference days and promise to get to them as soon as I can. Once discussion gets going, the discussion topics with the most recent posts will rise to the top, so the easiest way to find it is through a search. So thanks again for attending the conference, and thanks for adding your voice to the service learning movement and adding your customizations to your experience. I can't wait to see how it goes. See you at the conference.